Good morning, Bill Atkins, Area Director of Area 61, and welcome to my club presidents. I wanted to just talk today about membership. Right now, it's the beginning of our Toastmasters year, and one thing that's always important at Toastmasters is getting new members. It's great to have experienced members in our club, but having new members is always a big plus for our clubs to become stronger. As we speak right now, we have the Smedley Award contest going on from August 1st through September 30th. If you have 5 new members join your club, you'll get the Smedley Award. Smedley Award will give you a little bit of a bonus. You'll get 5 Toastmaster bucks for every new member that joins, as long as you hit that minimum of 5. So you get 5 new members, 25 Toastmasters bucks. But that doesn't stop there. If you get more than 5, you get $5 more for any new member that joins and pays their dues between August 1st and September 30th. So we're already actively going at that. I know some of the clubs are doing a really good job. And as you know, my big push for this year is to hit the President's Distinguished Club status. And one of the things is to have 4 new members. So if you get the Smedley Award of 5, 4 of them are already done, and you have 1 point toward your Distinguished Club Award. But we have to do something to make that happen. It just doesn't happen. We've been talking about goals a lot. A lot of the clubs I'm visiting, a theme seems to be goals. Maybe it's the Olympics and people having goals of winning medals, representing their countries, or all that goes in the planning and preparation before you get to the goal. And that's what Toastmasters does too. Also, in the CL manual, one of the ideas is befriend a guest. So see who in your club would be good at that, and maybe ahead of time assign somebody to befriend a guest. It could be one of your most outgoing Toastmasters, but not necessarily. Have that person's role when they see a new guest come into your club before the meeting starts. Introduce them, warmly welcome them into their club, make them feel comfortable, introduce them to the president, the officers, and other members. Of course, we should always be using a guest sign-in book so that we can get the information of the customers, of the new guest's name and their email contact information so we could follow up after the meeting. Another great idea I've seen clubs use successfully is having these name stickers where it's blank, and the person that's coming in, the one who's befriending the new guest, would say, "Oh, let me have you fill out your name on here." They put it on their chest, and now other members, when they see that, they see, "Oh wow, it's a guest," right? Because they have a sticker on it, and they know their name. So instead of going, "Oh, who are you?" you can walk up, "Oh, hi, Charlotte." Again, using names really matters for people to be welcome in your club, and isn't that what it's all about? Another idea that I've seen some clubs use is have a 1-sheet intro sheet to give to your guest when they come in. And I took this from Bay Ridge Toastmasters, but you could do the same thing yourself. It's what's going on here, and it gives a few of the things that go on at the club. Now you could incorporate this if you like, you can do whatever you want, but just to get the guest to feel a little bit welcome, you could also put any information that you have on future meetings, when you meet, where you meet, and hand this to the new guests so that they have something while the meeting's going on. Before the meeting starts, the president should always ask the guests to stand and give a short introduction. I would say ask them to give an introduction about 30 seconds because you don't want somebody giving a 2-second or a 2-minute or a 5-minute introduction. And maybe just ask, how did you find out about Toastmasters? Now you have a new guest come in your club. They've already stood up in front of the club. Everybody claps and they feel welcome. When it comes time for table topics, a good idea I've seen at clubs too is you should always have experienced members talking first, and you should also try to pick members that don't have a speaking role. Maybe somebody isn't doing a prepared speech and they haven't signed up for one of the roles. You want to try to get as many people as you can talking, but after the experienced member is speaking, you get a few of them, then that's a great time to ask the guest to come on up to the front of the room and get them feeling welcome and part of the meeting. Again, so the guest comes in, he or she introduces themselves, they've now had an active part, but do make sure that you tell them how long to speak, because I've seen 2-second table topics and I've seen 20-minute table topics, and the idea is to let the person know so that they feel comfortable and welcome what the expectations are. At the end of the meeting, the president at the end of the meeting should ask the guests if you could please stand up, and now we know them by name, so you'd say, "Oh, Charlotte, could you please stand up and tell us what you liked best about tonight's meeting?" This again is giving the guest another opportunity to stand up in front of the club. And when you say, what did you like best? It sort of forces a person to come up with something good and to think on their feet, which is another way to make the guest feel warm and welcome. After the guest does join, an idea would be to have a new member club induction into your club. And one of the ways that you might do that is pick the first meeting of every month that any new members who have joined since the previous month will be brought up to the front of the room, and your VP of membership should really be doing that role, and we'll have the induction, maybe reading the Toastmasters promise, but making the rest of the club know that Charlotte or whoever the new guest who's now become a member has joined, because I've also seen that sometimes guests reoccurringly come to meetings and we really don't know who has and hasn't joined, and that's a great way for a new guest who's become a member to feel welcome. So these are just a few of the ideas that I've seen as I've visited different clubs. I'm sure there'll be other ideas, and you may even have some ideas too, and I'd like to ask you to share them with me, billatkins@icloud.com, and along the way have different goals. Right now I think the goal really should be new members, and new members, because that's a great way to start your club. It's a great way to get some distinguished club points toward your award, get some CL credit. It's a lot of good things, but it all starts with you, and as the president of your club, it's really up to you to set your club in the direction. New members, new members, new members. This is Bill Atkins. Have a great day.